welcome to Vlogmas day 16. It is Monday morning and yes, it's 10 to 8 or just gone. Later start this morning, that is for the first time and I don't know how long. Hubby hasn't got any overtime this morning, so he went later to work. My son went about 10-15 minutes ago, so excuse me, so it is throwing me a little bit, just that bit later. And of course did go to bed at a reasonable hour because I was tired but couldn't, for some reason I tried for about an hour and I couldn't fall asleep, so I ended up reading for an hour. So then for the first time in a while I didn't want to get up this morning. The alarm went off, you know, sort of later, about 20 to 7 this morning, rather than our 5:30. So I just wanted to wish you a very good week. This is when I start my sort of countdown of pieces I need to get done. I've actually said this before, I am a queen of notes, and hubby is a wing it, as you probably heard me say a number of times, and I am a planner. We tend to meet in the middle, but as he's working right up to even Christmas Eve, actually, he has actually informed me he has now got Monday the 23rd off, which I've put in my planner as the day we're going to go and get all the fresh veg and fruit. By that time I should have all my major food done. I'm just tweaking my menus, and I'm just checking off what I need, you know, the last minute and everything, what I can get now and what has to be left. So I'm going to get on today. As I said, unless anything crops up, I am having a day in today. I will be starting also my cleaning. I have to finish my cubby off, and then I keep saying this, I know I've shown pieces around my home, but I am planning to do a home tour because I have tweaked pieces. But as I said, most of the decor is as I like it now. Some pieces are slightly different to what I normally have them. So I'm going to get on, and I hope you're going to follow me on my day. Right, I am now dressed out of my PJs. So especially if I'm going out first thing in the morning, sometimes I do leave my PJs on to do a few bits before I need to do to go out, and then I get changed. But I am having a day in today, so I've just got my nice comfy black top on with the hearts, and I have just teamed it with my black like velvety, I've showed these before, they're really comfortable jogging bottoms that I got. They're actually originally from Marks and Spencer, but I got from the charity shop. And then I'll just use my old fleece jacket. The zip is broken on this, but I've had this so many years. But this is handy if I'm doing any cleaning and I just want to slip a jacket on, because I don't know about anybody else. I did have my heating on first thing this morning, although there was no frost for once. But sometimes I find the temperature varies. I mean, it's a lot warmer upstairs than it is downstairs. So sometimes I get warm upstairs and have to take my jumper off, and other times, you know, it's cooler downstairs, if that makes sense. So we do have a thermostat, but obviously it does vary from temperature to temperature. So I have actually done one lot of washing, and that's in the tumble dryer. I am going to sort hubby's work clothes out. I'd done my son's yesterday, and I just remembered as soon as we come back from the carol service, so I got his work clothes all done. But as I said before, I do have to put it on a empty clean wash after I've done the work clothes, because one's a mechanic, one's an engineering, and because of oil or anything on the clothes, neither business has the clothes cleaned. Hubby used to get all his, like, because he still wears overalls, but he still can get mucky clothes, and they used to have all their overalls. Let me backtrack on that. Their overalls do get washed at work, and they used to get them repaired and everything. But his other clothes, because he has a jeans, t-shirt and jumper, that's what he normally wears. Sometimes, obviously, they can get mucky as well. So I just like to put those through separately, if that makes sense. And I've got a small pile, I don't think you can see down there. So that's my next lot of washing to go on. I've done my 30-minute tidy up. And beds are made, I hope. Again, I know I keep saying this, it's light enough. So this is all straightened up. There is a few different pieces around, and I have actually taken those little baubles out, and I've got these. They're like a glittery pine cone arrangement. I've turned them around, and I've still got the tag on. And right, and I've just left them there. I've got 2 of those, and that was something I purchased in Pound One before it closed. And it was one of those times, I think it was like towards the end, it was like buy 3 or 4 items for £1. It could have been more than that, actually. So yeah, and I just put some little like sprigs up the top there. And I did bring the jewellery box over because Hobby likes this part. I hope I'm not making you giddy. This part empty. Sometimes he folds his work clothes up here, and sometimes he puts them up here. Yeah, that's his teddy bear onesie. This is a fair few years old now, but this has now come out. He does like his onesies because once he comes in from work, he has his bath. And gets changed into his pyjamas and his onesie, and then he has his evening meal. So yeah, so that is okay. So I'm going to keep my washing going today. My son's room, he pretty much keeps his room tidy, and he doesn't like a lot of clutter. He made his bed before going to work, so that's fine. I do have my, I don't think you can see this, but I do put wreaths in all most of my windows, and hopefully I'll put some footage in when I do my tour of the outside. I don't do anything outside except for putting wreaths up. Sometimes I might put some in my pots in my front, but we have had the issue where things go missing, so I don't tend to do a lot that way. And the other item is I did add a few little creamy gold flowers in that arrangement there, and my little box that was actually in our main bedroom, just because I shuffled a few bits around. You have to do this, don't you? And as I said, my deadline is now, sort of thing. I'm hoping now everything you know, is pretty much there. And although you can't see, I have actually added these little stars that I normally have on my bedroom tree, little pick things. They came free with a magazine years ago, and actually I've just stuck those in that arrangement there. But when I do my home tour, I'm hoping to, you know, use my husband's powerful work light that he uses in the shed, so it might not have so many dark areas when we do that. But I'm just making sure it is fine. As I said, it's not as though you haven't seen around my home, because you've been following, hopefully, me along as I've been decorating. Oh yeah, and I just added a little flower there. I did get a comment to say, I thought you weren't decorating all down the hall, landing and stairs. And then suddenly things are appearing. But all my decor that I normally put on here did go back up in the loft when we put the boxes back up. And I have actually sealed up a few items that need to go in the loft, like our case and our large call bag and things like that. So just giving you an update. As I said, if you get a few bits and pieces done every day, it is not so bad. I want to do some cleaning in my kitchen, and I've got my Iceland food shop being delivered this morning. Well, this morning between 12 and 2. So hopefully I may include that on this video as well. I said this yesterday, I also want to do some wrapping up. So I've just moved my little pot over as well, so it's just there, you know, so he can just plonk his work clothes down there. As I said, that's one thing. Ordinary casual clothes, you know, if you're going to wear them again, they do get put in coat hangers just at the side of the wardrobe, like hubby has his spare coat hangers there that he puts his casual everyday clothes, you know, that's not work clothes in. And the same as me in that one, which is the corner one. I have a few coat hangers, especially if I've changed to go out. But I don't know if anybody else is the same like this. And once I've come home, if I'm wearing jeans or jean jeggings, I like to wear now, you know, comfy jogging bottoms. Unless I've come back a bit later, then I have my bath and get my PJs on. So there's just a close-up of the tree. I'm loving it. Do think I ought to put some lights on. I have got a couple of sets, as I've probably shown you, spare, so I might do that. And oh, something else that I've added extra, I've had this so many years, I'm going to move over so you haven't got the glare from the window, is I was given, you know, I've got it in all in the box and everything, this Mickey and Minnie tree topper. So I've took the star off, I'll just show you, and I've just actually, I don't know whether you can see it, just placed it inside there because I wasn't sure if this was going to be too heavy for the tree. But I love this, and after doing my shop with me in Primark, I have got my eye on a few Mickey and Minnie pieces. And although I will still have my owls, and sorry I mentioned it, we haven't even had this Christmas, but I love that, the Mickey and Minnie fleece blanket. So what I was hoping to do was, because I've got a plain red set as well of bedding. I know they've got the Mickey and Minnie bedding in Primark, but keep the costs down. And I've got that cushion now that I haven't actually put out, the countdown to Christmas. Excuse me. And maybe add some Mickey and Minnie, like Disney items to our bedroom maybe next year. I'll see what I can get on clearance leading up to Christmas and after Christmas. If I can get enough pieces, I will still have my owls and obviously the cars here, but I may actually start, you know, bringing in some Mickey and Minnie baubles and decor in our bedroom. As I said, this one I do like to change up a little bit. So as I said, I need to get on now, and hopefully you're following me as I get stuff done. Right, I do have just a small Iceland food delivery haul for you because me and hubby are actually going hopefully into Iceland at this coming weekend. It will be probably a fairly big shop. So I'll just show you what I've got. Now, I did get a text message from Iceland a couple of minutes past 7 to say my delivery slot was between 12 and 2. Then at 10 to 12, I received a text message with the name of the driver saying that I was the first delivery shop and to expect my food delivery before 12. And it was delivered about 12:15. So I'm just about to show you what I've got and then I can put it away. Said it's not a very big shop. I have to watch what I can store as well and keep it in line with my menus. So I have got crisps, unless we do get through a fair lot of crisps in the week. I've got my milk and toilet rolls here. Coleslaw, because that is for tonight, because I've got me rolls here and I've got me quarter pounders because I'm doing a very easy meal tonight. I'm doing burgers in Babs. I've got some cooked meat, got the turkey ham and the cooked ham for packing up. Eggs, because I needed some more eggs for my bacon. Bourbon cream biscuits for my son. Now, this was on special offer. I think it was half price for £1.50, and it's the Reese's Peanut Butter Snowman. Now, a friend of mine at the craft group hasn't tried the Reese's, but she likes peanut butter. So I said, when I'm on my travels, I'll get her something from Reese, because I do like them. But again, being diabetic, I have to really watch how much chocolate and stuff I eat. So that's for a friend. I've got these. Now, these will be wrapped up and put in their stockings. This one is for my son, the milk chocolate raisins. And then for hubby, I have got the chocolate cranberries. Now, I like to put these in little snack dishes and have them out, you know, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. But on this instance, I am going to wrap them up, especially hubby and these, because they'll just disappear. I've got my mayo with 20% extra, that was £1. Me chive, my sour cream and chive flavoured tops, 2 packets for £1.50. Now I've got 2 packets of Yorkshire. Now I only needed 1, so I'll keep 1 up for Christmas Day because they only take 4 minutes. And this was one of those deals where they have these random 7-day deals or one-off deals, and these were 50p a packet. So I got 2, so I could keep 1 up for this week and 1 for Christmas. So 50p, I thought was brilliant, especially for Aunt Betsy's. And then repeat buy is me southern fried chicken. I've got me French fries, which are 3-way cook. I just get these. Especially now I've got me new deep fat fryer. And I've got 2 packets of the quarter pounders, because as I say, we do these in Babs tonight, with the battered onions. I'll come back to the other bits in a minute. And I have got Pepsi Max, and I don't think you can see it. I got it down there because it's actually stored under the stairs and it gets too heavy to pick up. Now, this is a deal. I saved, I think, roughly about £2. But how I look on it, I have got quite a bit ready for Christmas Eve. Now, we've got a family get-together, my home this time. And what it is, it was the offer for £15. So I start over here. I'm hoping I'm going to get this correct because I haven't got my list in front of me. But it started off with like 3 different snack packets. I'm sure this was right, 3. I'm sure it was 3. So I went for the mini beef pastries or pasties, the mozzarella sticks and the chicken tikka bites. So we've got a little bit of a mixture there. And then it was 2 of the party boxes. So I went through for the 70 buffet platter, which I saw in Iceland when I went. So it comes with 12 mini cheese pizzas, 19 cheese and onion rolls, 20 pork cocktail sausages, and 19 cocktail sausage rolls. So that's that. And then the other one is 60, and it's a crispy chicken platter. And this has got 20 hot and spicy chicken strips, 20 breaded chicken chunks, 20 southern fried chicken chunks. So, you know, so there's quite a fair few variety bits, because I'm hoping to do sandwiches and also jacket potatoes and chicken curry. We've got visitors coming, but it's all sort of through from like 12 o'clock onwards, because certain members are still working, so they're going to sort of, dare I say, dribble here. So I've got to do a variety of different foods and try and compensate for the different times. Along with that, you get a choice of a tub of Pringles, so you've got your little snacks and some drinks. So I've actually gone from the Diet Coke. Sorry about that, I got cut off there. Yeah, I went for the Diet Coke because I've got certain members that like this. So that's 8 cans. So I didn't think that was bad for £15. I know that we've got quite a few coming, but if you've got a small buffet, that probably would be enough. So as I said, you've got your cans of Coke, Pringles, 2 party boxes, and then you have a choice of, I believe it was 3 sort of snacky packs and boxes. So that's what I've done. So that is my mini shopping haul. As I said, I've got a big one coming up probably at the weekend. I think we are actually going to go into Iceland rather than have it delivered, because that's going to be our last biggest shop, hopefully before Christmas, except for obviously non-perishable stuff. And so I'm going to get on. I said hubby has to laugh at this comment on my Perfect Man gingerbread plaque. So I'm going to get on now, and excuse the laundry in the background, because I do sort my laundry. If it's not on the floor in the lounge when I'm pairing socks up, it's on the dining room table. So I have got my laundry still going at the moment. Right, I'm at the back doorway now. I'm trying to find some decent light now because it is getting on to evening time, to show you the finished item I've done. Now I tried to do it where it wasn't actually all fixed down permanently, just in case I want to change it up or want to change it for next year. What I've done is, and I'll show you again and a bit further back in a minute, I'm using a white candlestick. It's a pottery one, and I use it for all different seasons. And as I said, I did use a lot of the roll of double-sided padded sticky tape to fix the items down, because I don't want it permanently, because I say use this all the time. Now, as I showed you, this is actually a coffee jar lid from Nescafe, and this is the tin that I said I want to do something with. These bits all in here, and with the pearls and the little pine cones and the little raffia bits and these berries. Funny enough, over the years they've come off of Christmas crackers, and I've always kept them because I like adding pieces to little gifts and gift bags. And this was just a broken sprig I had, and I thought, well, I was going to put it in this little tin. And then I've just added a little bit of ribbon. Then that's some cinnamon sticks at the back. And then this is a cocktail stick, and then I've stuck one of those little cardboardy reindeer I got from Tesco's a few years ago, and I didn't put it on the tree in our bedroom, and the others I've put aside to add to gifts this year. So that's what I do, especially little things like that, because we used to have a lot more small trees around the home, but I've dispersed with those. And I've kept the little decorations to reuse on different projects. So I think that's about it. As I said, I didn't stick all this down because I want to take it all apart after the season and may do something else with it. So this, I'm just gonna show you, it is on a stand. Yes, I'm at the back doorway. I sort of squashed onto my granddaughter's desk just to get decent light so that I can place my little ornament. And it's about repurposing items or reusing items from other decorations and other projects. Right, so I've got all my pieces ready to go up in the loft when hubby comes home from work. So I've used sacks and some thick tape. So this one is our small case that we take backwards and forwards to the caravan. That is our cool bag. That had a lot of the foliage that I've finished using, and it's got a couple of boxes to go back up in the loft. Then I've just sealed up. In these that come with like pillows and cushions and things, that is the box for the train that's under our main Christmas tree, and that is the wicker basket that I have the main tree decorations stored in. Then I've just got my ladder, step ladder there. So that is all going up in the loft tonight when hubby comes home from work. Right, I'm just sorting out my carrier bags because I've had my Iceland shop done today, and as I suppose a lot of people know, you recycle your bags. I use mine for bin liners for quite some time now. I haven't had to buy bin liners for the bins at home or the caravan, and I have actually shown you how I store and fold my carrier bags, especially in the caravan. It just makes it a lot easier. But the quality of the bags from Iceland have differed quite a bit recently. I do have my food delivered, and I do opt to have carrier bags. When I have it delivered, I opt to have the carrier bags. You can opt out, and it's something like, I think, 40 pence, and it doesn't matter how many bags are used. The only reason I do that is because obviously the driver's bringing it in crates, and the crates are too heavy for me to lift. And I've explained this before. I don't believe that the drivers are allowed to actually step foot in your home, so it's a matter of carrying them from the front door into the kitchen. So I have the carrier bags, but I reuse them. When they started, they were so thin. I'm trying to not rustle too much because I know it's annoying. It's very thin bags, disposable. Then they will come in slightly thicker and fairly decent quality actually, and even these have got, these bags are made from 100% recycled plastic with a minimum 80% made from recovered packaging waste. Please reuse this bag whenever you shop, and when it's worn out, we will replace it for free. So I think that's really good. And I say, this is bags that's been coming for a fair few weeks, but the ones that come today are, it's got the same declaration on there to be recycled, but they're even better quality. And as I said, for bags, sorry about Russell, I do occasionally have a reusable bag in my rucksack, and sometimes I just carry one of these, and I like to keep these, especially if I have visitors or something and they need to take something away from our home. I can use these because it's no worry about actually returning the bags. So as I said, these are the bags that are being delivered now, and I'm going to quickly show you how I actually fold them. I have done this before on a previous video, but I'm going to quickly do it. And then, as I said, I store them in these little plastic trays, and they go in my old vegetable rack in the kitchen near the kitchen bin. There you can store all your carry bags neat and tidy, and they're easy to get out or even put in your handbag. I mean, a lot of people do reuse their reusable bags, but these also don't take up a lot of room. You just need a carry bag in your bag. Right, so just briefly showing you what I've wrapped up. I tend to only wrap a few presents up at a time, just because I like to take my time and I like to present them fairly nice, and I like to have pieces on. So the first one is this one. I say I got the wrapping paper a little while ago from Wilko's, and I've actually added on this tag from Poundland, I believe it was, and they are really solid. So that's that one. And then what I will do is with this one, I will put a sticky label on the bottom of that one. I could put a to and from on the back of the tag, but I might just put it on the bottom. The other one, I did it the reverse, but I added a bow, one of these paper bows that I got from Flying Tiger, and it comes with a bow and a little tag. So that's that. And I like to alternate wrapping paper. Sometimes I have it all matching, and sometimes if it's the same sort of colours, I like to do it that way. And the final one for tonight is I've used this Mickey and Donald paper. I bought so much of this, and I'm just, I think, practically on my last roll now. Just added little bits of this curly ribbon. I've added this wooden Christmas tree ornament with the little bells and the little stars, and it was like something I got for 20-25p. I think it might have been from B&M. And then what I've just done is cut a label down and put to and from, so I can write on there. Then that can be peeled off and the ornament could still be used. I was thinking about using permanent marker, but I've left it like that so that it could actually be reused. So that is all the wrapping up I am doing tonight. As I said, I've wrapped up 5 gifts. I am carrying on with it, and so I think it probably, maybe each day now, I will do a little bit of wrapping at the end of each evening or each video possibly. And I do have my tree lit like that. Everybody else is in bed, so I'm off now. So I say good night. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.